Alright, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe, hit that like button, smash it, do whatever you want to do, break your screen. Let's get the show moving. We're going to do a quick one today, nothing too extravagant. We're not going to make it too long. I just want to give you a brief update on what's going on. So, I mentioned something on Discord for all the Discord group, and I've said, like, guys, there's something we are doing. So yesterday, I don't know if you realized, we had somebody on the show from Empire Decks. We had a nice little conversation, and they're from, I mean, the main developer, he's actually from, or the founder, to be honest, he's actually from Australia. So I had this lovely conversation with him. We had like over, I think it was nearly an hour's worth of conversation just after the show, and it was a brilliant conversation. And I understood what he's doing, what the intention is, how they're building it, and my God, it's a big project. It's a big project. So what we've done is we've decided to collaborate in a project together. So they will be helping me basically with my idea, and they're going to be building it because they are actual engineers and developers. So that should be really awesome. It was a very cool thing to get involved in, and a kind of fast tracking what I want to do anyway. And I think we can do quite a bit together. So for me, I'm personally, I've said to them as well, I said I'm going to be supporting Prism Network, which is going to be a blockchain in 2022. So definitely going to be supporting that. I'm going to be supporting the Empire Dex as well, which is going to be the native decentralized exchange on Prism Network. And of course, I've asked for help to have something built for ourselves, for the community, our own little thing, and hopefully this explodes as well. And there's going to be plenty of opportunities out there. So this one will so Prism Network is going to be a cross-chain protocol, blockchain. And what we're building, we're going to choose a chain for it. Obviously, we're going to choose a parent chain, and then we're also going to be connecting to the Prism network in order to get the cross-chain compatibility. So it should be insane. The project is going to be insane. So what we discussed anyway, I'm going to have another meeting with all the engineers to give them the specs of what I want, how I want it. And then we're going to move forward. So it's going to be insane. I'll keep you guys posted. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for a lot of you to enter a project from day one. I mean, think about that. So without giving too much detail on what's going to happen or what we are intending to do, I think we'll leave it here. Obviously, I've left everybody to vote and let me know what they think, and what chain they want it. So I'm doing it based on community. It's got none, I mean, I could choose any chain I want, but I think community is more important. So as I said, the community needs to choose what they want to use, and then I'm going to move forward with that one. So smash those like, hit those subscribe button if you haven't already, and yeah, let's get into the charts today and talk about everything else, right? So Empire Dex, actually, let me just go quickly into Empire Dex as well, because that should be quite cool. Of course, I wasn't happy that they put it here, but they did do some good stuff. So they created a new all-time high. All right, they created a new all-time high now. It's $157 per coin, but that's because Empire Dex has a limited supply of coins, and I understand that how they've did it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant what they did. So good luck to them. As I said, I'm going to be supporting them. I've also bought some, so just keeping it nice and clean. I'm not going to make this too big. So let's see. But obviously we got our own one coming very soon as well, so watch out for that one. That's coming soon. It won't be branded SD Crypto, that's for sure. All right, total market cap today sitting at $2.7 trillion. Awesome. That's all we can say, right? Because it's holding the support line, and absolutely fine. There's no harm in that. This is the entire global market cap, so we're doing super awesome. Of course, if you go to CoinGecko, you might see a slightly different data compared to what you see on CoinMarketCap. Now on CoinGecko, the market cap is actually 2.8 trillion. $2.8 trillion. That's 10 or $100 billion more than what we have in CoinMarketCap. But of course, I still like CoinMarketCap, so I'm going to stick around with CoinMarketCap just for now. And then obviously we do a comparison or average down, just say 2.75 or something. Absolutely fine. A few coins have been on a rip today, especially Binance. It's going towards its all-time high. It's actually not far. If you look carefully, it's around $82 away from its previous all-time high. And I think once it crossed that $900 to $1,100 that I've been targeting, I think it's coming. I think it's coming, definitely coming. So we're going to look at all of this on the charts anyway, so we'll see how that works out. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Looking at the others, now this is a really cool factor to look at. If you look at the others, what you can see here, now let me get the cursor right, you can see here that we have this 16, right? So the altcoin other dominance, that means excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, is at 16. That's awesome, guys. That's awesome to see. Okay, so really happy with that. Of course, BTC dominance dropping just as we want it, and remember our target is down here, and for the best case scenario for the altcoins, we want it to be down here, right around this level, 33.30 level. That's where we want it. I think that's where it's going to be the super bullish level. That's what we want. Ethereum obviously holding dominance, quite cool. It's managed to get to about 19.7, almost to 20. And you can see our target was 20, almost coming to there. Not far at all, guys, not far at all. Yeah, other than that, everything else is doing awesome. I'm not going to worry too much about those. BTC holding that support, as you can see here, right? Just holding that support, that box that we drew yesterday, and we extended it. Basically, all we did was we just extended it, and you can see that's holding that support absolutely fine. Held that line perfectly, and we know there's a rebound coming, and the rebound should take us to our new targets, right? So let's see what it does. It's coming, just let Bitcoin do its thing. I think that's the most important thing about Bitcoin. You just got to let it do its thing. Okay, Ethereum, a little bit of a correction, absolutely fine. It held the support. That's what matters, right? It held the support. It didn't fall below the support. If it fell below, of course we're trending down, but it didn't. That's the best thing about this. So it's held support, it's on the trajectory, it's moving upwards. I see this as a trending up, absolutely fine, not to worry at all. 1 or 2 days going down, doesn't matter. And today's Friday anyway, so usually on a Friday we do have a little bit of a slight dip. Saturday, Sunday, you know what's about to happen. So it's going to be awesome. I see SM here, awesome, my brother. What are your thoughts on buying these metaverse coins? How now, or do you think better to wait to pick up during the bear market? There's your question. Okay, it's a really good one, SM. It's a really good question. There's two answers to both of them. Unfortunately, I don't have one answer. While the market's pumping, it's good to go in, snipe a little bit, just go in, scalp it, make a little bit of profit while you can. No harm in that, bro. No financial advice. But if you're going to make some money right now while it's pumping with these metaverse tokens and these new launches, get out there, go and make some money. Happy days. But of course, if you want to hold, then my strategy would be buy and hold in the bear market, because that's when you want the floor, right? When we hit the floor, best time to pick a whole bunch of coins, and then in the next bull market do 1000x. Happy days. You know what I mean? So right now, just all your focus should be is make as much money as you can. Get hungry. It's like, okay, I need a XYZ amount of USDT for me to play next round. So that's what you need to do. Build your portfolio so you have enough currency for you to play the next round. And talking about USDT, I'm going to just keep you guys a little bit cautious here. Try and avoid USDT as your holding portfolio, because the regulations and SEC and all of that are causing some bit of an issue, especially in the USA, and kind of filtering out to the world as well. So try and focus on the decentralized currencies if you're going to hold the fiat equivalent in the stable. My recommendation is DAI, D-A-Y, very good coin. And the new one, I think it's TUSD, which is the Lunaterra USD. So those are decentralized. Anything that is decentralized means there's no centralized bodies out there. I would recommend hold those, not your USDC or USDT. Because if they get regulated, everyone's screwed. I mean, USDC is already regulated, so maybe okay to hold. USDT, I think there's a storm coming for that. So be cautious. That's all I'm going to say. Be cautious, right? Because I know a lot of people are going to start panicking, but don't panic, guys. Don't panic. As I said, it's only for trading. Of course, it's fine. If you're going to do everyday USDT bounce in and out, it's fine. But if you're planning to hold it, to pick up stuff in the bottom, my advice would be try and avoid that as your holding portfolio. Try and stick to DAI, or try and stick to TUSD or something very similar like this. In fact, I've come up with a concept. If we have the right team, right people on board, then we should be able to create a DAO type of a USD pair or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I think we can create some internet money. I think we can create some internet money which is backed by the asset that you paid for, and it stays there. That means nobody governs it. There's no profitability. I won't make any money. Nobody's going to make any money. It's going to live on the internet, and it will be a multi-chain, stable currency. It might not be pegged to the dollar, but whatever it is, it's 1 is equal 1. That's it. And we're going to have to figure out a way to do this. I think there is probability to do it. Your imagination is the only limitation you have. It's code. We can do literally anything with code. So I believe that there's an opportunity there to create 100% decentralized organization, and have a decentralized stable currency. I think it's possible. But that's something for another day. We'll talk about it. And of course, I'm going to have to speak to many engineers, many people, to see if it's possible. And I think if enough people come together, it should be possible for us to do this. Because ultimately, I can't spend money on this. Nobody can spend money on this. Because we're not actually going to be earning anything from this. So we're not earning anything. We're not investing any money into this. Or we're going to definitely be investing a lot of time. That's about it. So just to be honest, that's definitely about it. Let me see the chats. So I only see SM here. That's fine, no worries. So let's go into BNB. So BNB is on target. As we can see, BNB is on target. And of course, once we hit the target, then our target changes to the higher level. So I'm just going to leave that there. As I said, it's going to be a very quick one. I've got to go and do a few bits and bobs. DOT, I'm super bullish. I just loaded more DOT, because I feel that this pump that we're about to have is not going to hold DOT at the 60. I think it's going to shoot straight for the 79. I've got a feeling it's going to shoot straight for the 79. So I was looking at this on a shorter time frame, and this is what I noticed, right? This is what I noticed. I was like, it's actually holding support around this 1618. And that's super bullish, right? And I thought, okay, this is good. One day, little bit of a dip, and then it's just going to shoot. I think the money's, whatever money's flowing into BNB and whatnot right now, and this is like, remember I told you there's a group of whales who usually do the yo-yo, right? They go and pump one thing, then they dump it, move over to the next, and carry on to create confusion. And that's what's going to happen. I think DOT is about to explode. So that's what I'm going to be. I'm extremely bullish. I've bought a whole bunch more hodling now. So let's see what that does. How that goes. Solana's doing awesome. Again, just a daily correction, nothing to worry about. I wouldn't worry about any of this. But you can see the rejection point was on the Fibonacci 141, and the Fibonacci 1618 is just around the corner. Once we hit that level, of course, we have higher targets for Solana to go to around $330. That's on its way. Cardano, as usual, just boring, doing nothing. I'm just waiting for the news. I know a lot of people are super bullish. I am also, and I believe that they might surprise us. But right now, I don't see anything. So what's the point talking about it? We talked about SHIB yesterday, and be amazed, we hit that line. The rejection was exactly on that line, exactly where we said it would be, and we said the possibilities to even come down here. It didn't. It bounced on the line, and now it's shooting back up again. So let's see what happens. And I think there was some FUD around someone selling around $2 billion worth of SHIB, or 2 billion SHIB, or something like this. Can't remember, but something like that. There was some sort of a FUD that brought this down. But now the FUD's over, market's reset, it's about to go up again. Let's see what it does. It has dropped a few ranks, but that's okay. There's no harm in that. We don't need to be talking about ranks or anything like this. eGold rejected at the 141, again exactly on the Fibonacci line. That's a good indication. When we see a rejection on the Fibonacci line, that means we're getting ready for another wave up to the next Fibonacci line, as long as the market is trending up. And so far you can see the market is trending up, so we're definitely going to that $367, and then obviously my target of $412. And once we get there, I mean, we'll do new targets. I will definitely do some new targets. I mean, I can even do a target right now. Once we hit the 1618, how high can we go? Well, currently this, according to the Fibonacci, is telling us, boom, $483. So that's close to $500 for eGold. So super bullish. I hope Bubble and everybody who are on eGold, Ruben and a few other people on the Discord group, guys, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm still holding my early bags. My current bags, I have made a little bit and I kind of shifted it and moved it away. So I'm not that fussed about that. But my old bags are still there. So I'm really happy, really chuffed about that. KCS, I would say buyback zone, definitely a buyback zone. So this is definitely a good area before the big bounce. And the bounce should take us to 30. Maybe even higher, but 30 has always been my target. As I said, I'm not going to change my target until I hit that 30. All right, 32, until I hit that, I'm not going anywhere. I see Costin here. Awesome, my brother. Nice to see you. Gala taking a bit of a dip. I'm not fussed. I've moved Gala away, as I mentioned earlier on. I said Gala's going to surprise everyone, but not now. So, you know what? I'm not fussed. Not going to be bothered about that. BitDAO come back in a great buy zone. So, I am thinking about buying some more. And we did do some, the BitDAO event. And I think everybody enjoyed it quite a bit because we picked those coins up for around 10 cents. So the new coin CBX, we picked it for 10 cents, and the whole thing I think pumped all the way to like $16. A lot of the people couldn't sell on time, but even then they still managed to sell it for minimum at least $2. I know some people have sold it for $5-6. I personally sold it for $3 and something, I can't remember, but not bad, right? Something that you receive for 10 cents, you sell it. Of course, we didn't get as much as we hoped, because a lot of people didn't realize this. $500 million was committed to this project. 500 million, guys. 500, that's not a small amount. So clearly people were over bullish, and of course some whales were there, and it totally depended on how many you had, so they had to distribute it amongst everybody. And you know, it was a great call, and everybody made money, hopefully, right? So I'm hoping everyone participated, made the money, and I'm sure I'm going to do a few more of those. So what I'll do, again, on Discord, I'll announce those coins that I'm going to be picking, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this. If I see a nice little one, why not? But I will probably play them on Binance, Binance, KuCoin, and on Bybit. So totally depends. One day I might be doing it on Bybit. Another day I might be on KuCoin. Another day I might be doing it on Binance. So please stay informed. To stay informed, obviously, we've got the Discord. I'll announce it there. I'll say, guys, I'm going in here, doing this and doing that. And then we move forward from there. Because it's all about making the money, guys. It's all about making the money. As long as you can make the money, zero emotions, go in there, buy the thing, hope for the best, and dump it. Right, dump it as soon as it launches. Just dump the whole thing. That's what I'm going to do. I don't give a damn. So I'm going to be playing a lot more of those. I have played it before, as I've mentioned that many times. I do the launch pool ones, but I don't really do launch pads as much if I don't like the coin. But I'm thinking, you know what, now's the time to make money. People don't care what they buy, so why should I care? You know what I mean? Let's go in, let's get the money, let's get out. That's it. AVAX looking super solid, no complaints here. As you can see, OVAX created a new all-time high at the $81 and very close to my 84 target. And then the Fibonacci target 94 is just around the corner, and I believe we are going to hit that very soon. So let's see how that one works out. Nothing too much to worry about. 1 inch, I'm still waiting. The trend line is still secure. Super cool, no issues at all. Aave about to do its breakout, and I think once it does its breakout, we should be expecting to see Aave shoot back towards the 400 to the $450, maybe even higher, and go back to its previous high. Right, so its previous high is of course 630, but we're looking at 554, which is not bad targets, slightly below the previous all-time high, and then we move forward and create new targets after that level. So that should be pretty awesome. Matic, now Matic, there's a funny fact about Matic. CBX, the very coin that we pumped and dumped today, was actually built by Matic. Matic founders are involved. So when I realized that, I was like, Yeah, well, I ain't keeping any of your coin. So, of course, I'm going to dump it. So that was that. Link today doing fantastic. Link fantastic. Doing 6%. You can see a 6.7% pump on the trend line. Absolutely moving towards that level. And, of course, we did have a target. We say Link is going to possibly go to $69. Of course, once we get there, then we start doing new targets. And the possibilities are immense. We can go even higher. So if you look carefully here, once we hit the target, the possibility for Link is going to go to about $86. Of course, once we get to $86, then we'll reevaluate the market for where it is at the current standing and see if it's possible for it to go even higher or not, you know. But those of you who know about Link, you guys have been around here. You know, we've been doing it since around somewhere, like the videos I started making wasn't from the 14th of November was my first video. So from here to where we are right now, it's not bad. And if we're expecting an 86, you're still in profit. So that's the most important thing. Sushi doing its thing, nothing too much. It's playing like a crappy, it is, right? But I'm not fast, I'm still up, so it's okay, right? VeChain doing very good. As you can see, look, VeChain. We bring VeChain in here. You can see it went above, it broke above, got rejected, came back, and it's holding into this support area. So this is the support area, staying above this neckline, which is absolutely fine by me. Not to worry. I think I'll give it another day or two for it to pump up, confirm, and then shoot towards the first target, then the second target, and that should be insane. Let me see the chat also, guys. What's going on? Wow, I see 9 likes. Not bad, not bad. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Remember, if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider subscribing. That does really help the channel, and you know, also like the channel as well, so that way, or like the videos, this way it goes out to everybody as well. So that's really cool. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what's going on here. All right, so I see Costin here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, awesome. Let's move over to AR. Come on, guys. AR. AR taking a nice little dip today. I ain't complaining, because I do have a target for AR to go to around $160 based on the Fibonacci lines. So that's coming. That's no ifs and buts, definitely coming. So just watch out for this one. If anybody hasn't, and also guys, remember, if you are buying coins right now, the only thing I can advise is buy on a red. Buy on a red. Okay, remember, I have a safe side and a wild side. So wild side of me is the risk taker. I'll go on a pump, do a nice little scalp, get out. That's the wild side. The safe side, I always buy on a red. That's what I've been promoting to you guys. That's what I've been teaching you, how to be safe in crypto. Of course, when I become a total degen, and I haven't yet, and I do have a little bit of a splash of it, but when I become a total degen, just watch what I do. There's no thing about like profitability or safety. I would literally go out there and just go wild. That's what I would do. Okay, so I don't know if I told you, I bought some uni at 25 and I sold some. I actually sold my uni at 26 something. So I'm quite happy. I actually sold it at the top here. So I bought it down here somewhere. I sold it up here. Really happy. I might pick it up again and play the same thing all over again. So I'm playing with a large quantity, so it is a significant amount, the difference, which is really cool. Theta doing its thing. I'm not going to be fussed about that. It's holding the trend line absolutely, and as I said, we're still expecting Theta to go to that $23 level in the future sometime. It's just not doing anything. That's what it is. Zilliqa looking awesome, no complaints at all. If I just take this off, you can see the rejection is on the fib line. So when you have it on the fib line, you know this is awesome, and it is on a good trajectory. That means we have to constantly beat this fibs to get to the target of the 37 cents that we had. That's a long way guys, long ways. Anchor doing awesome. It did attempt, but as you can see, it's still holding the support. I'm okay with that. I can see Anchor going to at least 50-60 cents for the season, and then possibly in the future going to maybe $10-15. I mean, Anchor, as I said always, Anchor has more opportunity once ETH 2.0 launches. Once people realize they can't stake 32, they can't afford 32 coins, where do they go? They go to Anchor. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen. So I'm going to wait for that one. Atom, the most underappreciated coin, even though majority of exchanges were built using Atom. I mean, people don't know this. Binance was built using Atom. They built it on the Cosmos chain, right? A lot of people don't know this. So Atom just didn't get the appreciation for what it is, but the innovation that they have brought to the market is just insane. It's absolutely insane. So for me, I've always been a big supporter. I have sold quite a bit of them on the pump, but that's what I do. But I'm still bullish. I still believe Atom has a chance to go to at least where the Fib is telling me $50 during this hype cycle. And also talking about hype cycle, guys, I think somebody mentioned something earlier on regarding Bitcoin log. So let me just quickly drop some Bitcoin log here. One second, let me open this one. And let me open this one. So somebody wanted to know about how to get Bitcoin log. Well, I'll show you. That's very simple. Now let's get rid of this. It was on Discord, so you can go on weekly, daily, whatever you want. Just put it on auto. Number one, put it on auto, and then go to where the indicators, this FX indicators, and just type in Bitcoin log, and you will see the Bitcoin logs come up. I use the one with the highest usage, the one with the 4,300. I use this particular one, and then this will activate, as you can see, weekly, daily, monthly. Now, of course, once you go in there, there's a few bits and bobs you can do. So, for example, you can go into here and change the colors of your lines and everything. So when I'm talking about a red line, a green line, you can understand what these lines mean, and my median line here. So the middle one, I usually, as you can see here, I'll show you. Oh, that's a bit crazy. I've never seen that do that. It doesn't want to open. What? Wow, okay, that didn't want to open. I have no idea, guys. Let me try another chart. 1 second. We're on Atom. We'll come back to Atom. Why didn't it work? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's put this on. Let's put it on weekly. Let's get rid of all of this. Interesting. Why it didn't want to work. Oh yeah, there it is. So the other chart is bugged probably. But you can come here and change the style. You see, you can change your style. So do whatever you want. For me, I usually keep the second one as my red because that's my exit. This 90% is usually my exit. And anything below or around this particular level, the 9%, so around the 10% mark, that's my perfect buy zone. So anything below this or around this is my perfect buy zone. And then obviously the 50% mark I put as my median line. That's the middle level of the entire market. So that just helps me, works for me, of course. Actually, let me change something here. I just noticed something. That line was too tiny. Let's make this bigger and let's make it green. So that's green, and let's make this also bigger. That's already done. And then let's make this nice and big as well. Boom. There you go. So everybody can see on the video, right? So you can see this on the video. So this is how I like to do it. You know, whether it's a daily, weekly, doesn't matter where you put it on, as you can see. The trick is, for me, this is for me. So you do you, I do me. I usually sell majority around here because I don't know how far the market's going to go after this level. So that's my exit strategy. And whenever the market comes to around this green level, right, or anywhere below this green level, it's like the sell your house strategy. Okay, so that's when you sell your house. Anywhere in between this blue line to this green line, it's okay. It's a great buy zone. You'll never lose money in a bear market as long as you're willing to stay in it for 3-4 years. 5 years is what we recommend, because you are going to come back up on top of this, and as soon as you flip over, you've made money. So these are great zones, but this is like the zone where you sell your house. You enter this zone, you sell your house. There's no ifs and buts about it. No financial advice, obviously. So I hope this helps. As I said, indicator. So go to indicator, Bitcoin log growth curves. Take a screenshot if you want, but this is it. This is how you do it. So I hope this helps. And also, I think you wanted me to save this. I can save this. Even if I do this, you should be able to see this entire chart if I do this right now. Boom. So if you have my link for the chart from previously, you can use it, because remember I used the same link for everything. So you can use that, that's not an issue. Right, let's move over to, where were we? We were on Atom. So we did Atom. Atom's looking good. As I said, Atom is undervalued in my opinion. It should be worth a lot more. Big projects have been built on it, but just never got any appreciation, probably because the tokenomics was not the best. But maybe they can fix that later. Bakery is my most favorite crypto, the one I bought accidentally, and I have some high hopes for this one. You know, this is saying it's gonna go to around $4 here, but I do know some exchanges it did pump all the way to $8. In fact, I'm not selling this. I'm not selling this until it goes to, like, I don't know, $20 or something, because I bought it for peanuts. So I'm happy with that. Cake is doing its thing. Finally decided to come and test this this downward trend line. Decided to test, but it couldn't hold. Let's see. I mean, today was the first day. Let's see what it does tomorrow, the day after. As long as it can break out, hold a candle above, then the opportunity is great. That means we're going straight back on top of the channel, and we should be okay. Coty, I know some of you guys hold Coty. It's okay. It's doing its thing. I know a lot of people are pumping Coty to be the most bullish, whatever, this and that. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. I don't hold any Coty, so. And I've been very specific about that. I do not hold any Coty for moral reasons, nothing more. But yeah, that's Coty. It's up to you what you do with that. Yeah, I'm not going to look at Doge and this and that. There's no point, guys. What's the point looking at Doge and this and that? You know these guys. I don't recommend these Doge and all of that, right? Because they're rubbish coins anyway. Engine's looking awesome. That's all I can say. Engine is looking fantastic. And you know our target zone is here. And once we reach that target, then we can aim for the $5 as well. So that should be a great opportunity to take some initial or whatever out. You know, if you've bought some recently, great opportunity around here. So keep an eye on that one. You know, I'm over bullish on clay. I'm still bullish on clay. I'm going to stay bullish on clay. I'm not going to sell bullish. Clay. And my current hypothetical sell order is sitting at $4 anyway. But that's just in case I get a wick like this, because I've seen this before. So let's see what happens. If doesn't, that's fine. I still think it's got opportunity to climb up and go to new highs. Neo, there's a few guys holding Neo, so of course I'm going to drop some Neo in here for them as well. Yes, it's coming to the zone. It's going to break out. When it does, let's get to the previous high first before we start dreaming about $400 or $500 Neo. Because I know some guys are like, oh, we're going to have a $400 or $500 Neo. Guys, patience. Some of these coins will fail. If you're still bag holding from way back in the days, some coins fail. You know, you can't expect everything to be the great opportunity, the great coin. Sometimes they will just completely just destroy you and they're going to go. When they go, let them go. That's it. Just let them go. So we're looking at Reef. I know some people are bullish on Reef now. Reef is coming back. Of course, this was the launch. It dumped. It went to the floor, came back up again, suffered from the market dump, and then started to move up again. And I know some people bought it around here. Good luck to them. They did really, really well. I mean, from what I could see, if they bought it here to currently where we are, that's a nice little 200% pump. And I know some guys even doubled down here. So even for them, it's been a great pump. So happy days to them. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Keeping the market alive. What we got here? We got RSR. I see some movements happening in RSR. I see some like social media pumps happening for this bond. So I think this is an opportunity to come and test this previous line. And if it does, then it can easily go to that 7 cents. So that's what I'm going to say on that one. Tomo chain, you know, it's awesome. It's doing its thing, absolutely following the market trend. No harm at all. Tomo, I am expecting to see at least the $4, probably even more, even $10 at some stage. And remember, guys, anything to do with the blockchain, there's always a future. It's always a good idea to hold some. You'd be surprised. It's always a great idea to hold some. So like I mentioned earlier about Prism network, if Prism is launching their blockchain next year, you know, if they succeed to do it, well, I want to be holding Prism. Does that make any sense to you? I want to be holding Prism, because if it's a blockchain, of course it's always going to be successful. It might take time, it might take 4 years, 5 years, but it's an investment I'm willing to make and sit on for 5 years, you know, until it catches up. Like what was it, Harmony took a long time to come. You know what I mean? A long time to come. So some of these projects do come, but it's all to do with marketing and everything. So of course, let's see how that works anyway. That's going to be cool. Other than that, look, there's a whole bunch of coins here we can talk about. I know some of you guys are probably aching to hear about TLM. TLM's doing fantastic. Played exactly this pattern we've said. Look, it's a downward channel. It breaks out. It broke out. Some people made 30-40%. Happy days to them. From here to here. 136%, not bad at all. So they've done all right, and the target is quite high for us. So this is our target level, the 82 cents. And I think TLM could do it as long as the momentum is still up. And there's a lot of marketing happening right now, a lot of social media, a lot of influencers are talking about TLM as well. Of course, they talk about anything that pumps, right? They don't talk about it before, but it's coming back, so it's really, really cool. Luna, no point talking about it. Luna, I told you, you just buy and you forget, and you understand now why you buy and forget. Luna's always going to pump. You know, Luna's always going to pump because of what the mechanics they have, the tokenomics they have. And they are planning to come out with a whole bunch of projects and a whole ecosystem very soon because of the recent Columbus upgrade. They've opened up new opportunities. So I think Luna's are going to explode, similar to Solana. I would say Luna is getting a lot of attention, similar to Solana. So Luna's not a bad deal, even at $50. I think it's quite cheap. I think it's got potential to go to $200-$300 easy, provided the ecosystem works. But if it's going to be an utter failure like Polkadot, sorry, not Polkadot, Cardano, then there's no hope for it. Leave it there. Super, I told you all about Super, and look what Super's been doing. So you know I've been super bullish on Super only because I know it's being pumped by an influencer and he owns it as well. So it is owned by Elio Trades and it's his project, so of course he's going to pump it. Do you know what I mean? When you've got a couple of 100,000 people on your platform, we know it's going to go, and everyone's bullish on that. So it doesn't have any shortage of people supporting it. So we know that it was just following the market. It's coming out, and look how powerful these moves have been, right? Look how powerful these moves have been. So absolutely awesome there. I mean, what else we got? Anything good? I mean, XCAD, there's no point in me even talking about it, guys. I gave you this target. I told you we're going to go above, and we did. So I don't even know if I should talk about it anymore. You know what I mean? XCAD, it's left. It's left. The boat left. We talked about it from here. This is like what, a few days ago. So even here, we talked about it here. We talked about it here, right? So that boat is left. Even if I do it from here to here, that boat has left. That boat has done 131%, and it's going up. It's only going up. It's not coming down. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Let's have a look if we've got anything else. The auction now is actually in a buy zone, getting ready to do a breakout, and I think auction is just going to start pumping, and when it does, there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. Auction high 72. It's going to go back there, probably even go to 100. So that's happening. Assemble, I talked about Assemble. A few people privately, they were talking about Assemble, and we talked about Assemble down here, and good luck to them. They did really well, so Assemble's doing really good for them. What else we got? I mean, most of the coins done really well. XYO, come on guys, I mentioned XYO to a whole bunch of you who asked me, and I said yeah, XYO is quite cool. So here we go. XYO, it came almost close to that 1618, almost close to the target. Now that we're here, we can start setting new targets, and for me, if I was to set up a new target from where it was to where it is, we're looking at 11 cents. 11 cents. Hello KR, also my brother, nice to see you here. So we're looking at 11 cents, which is not bad. If you do the maths from here to here, that's another 42%. So if that helps, nothing else to say. What else we got? Let's have a look. We talked about Woo. Okay, actually we talked about this. This is really cool as well. So I talked about ASD, and I know a whole bunch of brothers bought ASD around here. So of course ASD from here to even up to the body, that's a nice little 50% pump. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to cash in your profits or whatever, but I hope that was a good investment for you. Again, talked about it, how it's going to break out, and the potential is high. As you can see, my target, the upper level, is quite high. Is at $1.40 on the upper level, and I am not even going to the previous all-time high. The previous all-time high is at $3. So from this buy zone, this breakout to where we are now, you can already see what kind of differences it makes. I mean, Woo's good. We did Woo the other day. I talked about Woo, and some people have made it, but Woo's like kind of volatile. It pumps and dumps. So sadly, nothing we could do about that. But I think it's got great potential. Remember, it's also a exchange. So exchange tokens always make you money. So some ones will perform, some don't perform, but they always do. Like ASD and Woo, both of them are exchange tokens. So it's always worth putting $100 and forgetting about it. You know what I mean? FDM is a blockchain, is doing its thing. I talked about it. I said, look guys, it's still great, it's pumping, and the target is quite high for us as well. So we hit the first target, bang on the nail, on the dot, right? We hit that, as you can see, the $3. And then now the new target for us is at $5.59. That's all I can say. No financial advice. Dreams shattered everybody's dreams. So I am tracking this, and funnily, I did do a thing to see where the floor may be. And look at this on a daily. So it's only 4 days old. It actually hit the floor. It actually hit the floor exactly where I expected it to, and it found support. I'm thinking, that's really cool. If this is the case, where can it go? Right? So if I was to do baby steps, of course, I'm going to do from here, right? From where we are right now. This is where the price is right now to here. And I can see on a short term, the pump, sorry, I'll fix this up a little bit. So short term, the pump should take us around 86 cents, right? And if we start focusing on this, then we can see that as we progress, we come back to those 1618 levels, and then we do have a nice little target, average around $4, anything up to $6, because it is a great game. It's just got dumped on the day of launch, which is inevitable. A lot of these projects do, so absolutely fine. I see KR here talking about SHIB. Yeah, SHIB is awesome. I don't see a problem with SHIB. SHIB, done its thing. Sorry, let me go into the other chart. SHIB done its thing, and it's on a bounce back. Look at that, right? So I know I spoke to a few people. I said, it's in a buy zone. I'm buying, and I bought. I bought at 5. I bought at 4. 4 something around here somewhere anyway. I can't remember. I bought. I don't care, because I know it's going up. So that was a really good call for me yesterday, where I day before yesterday I dumped it, and then yesterday I picked it up again after the dump. So yeah, that was a fluke. Obviously, I didn't know about the news. I heard about the news later, by the way, guys. So I actually didn't know about the news or anything. I just saw the market was trending down, so I was like, sod it, sell it, go something else, pump that, and then come back into this. That's what I did. So sometimes, your gut, you gotta follow your gut as well. And my gut was telling me it's a little bit hot. So guys, I'm not gonna waste any time. I have to go. Yep, I don't have much time on me. So thank you very much for everybody for coming to the show. And as I said, keep an eye out for that project that I am going to be launching. And as I said, I am going to be partnering with Empire Dex and Prism Network. I am going to be partnering with them in order to build this project and make sure it's there. So I have some criterias, and they already know my criterias, and I've mentioned to them, I said, guys, I will happily work on any project, but I need to know my community is going to be safe. That's the most important thing. So I love what they're doing, so it should be really, really cool. Turns out it's a Habibi as well, so that's an even better thing. But let's see what happens. And they are doing something very innovative, and I think if they get caught up, if people catch on to them, that thing's about to explode. What they're building is about to explode. So yeah, they have their own tokenomics. If I was them, I would have a complete different tokenomics, and I would work on that. But doesn't matter, each to their own. Of course, when we launch our platform, we will be doing it with some of our own metrics, and hopefully that would help the community a lot more. So, and he's really honest. I love that, because I was going to buy some Prism, and he told me about Prism. He said there's a whale there. I said, okay, fine, yep, that's cool. So he actually warned me. He said there's a whale there, so be careful, because he could be dumping. I said that's very nice of you for telling me. Do you know what I mean? So that's a good thing. At least you know that the founder is conscious. You know what I mean? That's what I like. When I like people who are conscious about what they're doing. They're not just out there like just doing it. No, they're conscious. That's the key. And he's definitely conscious. So very nice guy. I followed him on Twitter. I followed him on LinkedIn. And as I said, we're going to be doing a collab. I'll probably even bring him to the show one day, once we do the project, and probably announce it. As I said, whatever we're doing is decentralized. So it's going to be public anyway, so everyone in the world can see what's going on. So make sure to like, share. Share is the key word here. Share with everybody. As I said, whatever I do is transparent, guys, and I'm not in it for the money. I just want to build something. I just want to build something. It's not about the money. So that's the key here. Just build it, let it do its thing, and build this ecosystem. And you guys could be proud and say, you know what, we were part of this as well from day one. And that's going to be the most powerful thing, I believe. And I want to see where this leads. Just build one. That will be like a stepping stone. Move forward, do another one, carry on, and hopefully, while we're doing the thing for the community, trying to help everybody else, we hope that you guys benefit and profit the most. Hey Matt, how you doing, my brother? I hope you heard the whole thing about what I'm going to do. Matt, I'm planning to launch a DEX, so hopefully when I do, I hope you can actually announce it to your community as well, because we're planning to do a community decentralized exchange with its own liquidity pool, with its own staking, farming protocol, and a few other bits and bobs. So pretty insane. It's like a whole bunch of everything. In fact, the only way I can describe it is 1inch on steroids, if that makes any sense. Think about Uniswap and 1inch combined together on steroids, with the capability to connect to Aave, right? So we can do absolute crazy farming and whatnot and this and that, all in one place. So rather than going to 50 different places to do your thing, I think we can do this all in one location, and move this forward, and probably even simplify it so newbies can also use it very easy. That should be pretty insane, if we are able to do it. I think it's going to be damn easy to do once we figure out how to do Web 3.0 into a mobile app inside the DEX. That's the key. If we can get it inside the DEX without having to use MetaMask, my God, anybody could use it. So anyway, innovation doesn't stop. As I said, your limit is your capacity to think, right? Coding, it's on another level. Of course, my brother, I will definitely let you know. Also, Matt, if you're on our Discord, I did put a voting out. I've put like 5 or 6 different blockchains, and I said, which blockchain would you like it to be built? I think so far, majority of the people, whoever voted anyway, they're voting for Binance. So whatever, I don't care how many votes come in, as long as whoever's the majority, that's where it's going to be. So if it's going to be Binance, then I'm going to build it on Binance. Full stop. Because the chain's not the limitation here. So definitely be building that and see where that goes from there. But awesome, guys, thank you very much for coming to the show. Matt, thank you very much for coming as well. And as I said, I will definitely let you know what's happening, and I'm going to keep everybody updated. As I said, it's all about transparency here, and I want to build something decentralized. I've been on about it, and I've lost too many projects so far. I've abandoned too many projects so far. So finally, I'm going to basically go ahead and do something. And once it's done, of course, I'm going to announce it to the world via YouTube and everything. There's no harm. You can see who I am. You'll know exactly who I am. And we're going to do it decentralized. And trust me, I'm not doing it for the money, so I won't be really taking anything. Because for me, the key is, if I do trust my own project, I shouldn't be holding the token. I should be buying the token. That's the key. I should be buying my token if I believe in it. And I'll tell you this, I'll be the first person to buy my own token because I believe in it. So that's going to be how it's going to be. Like, if I become a whale just by buying my own token, well, bad luck to everybody. But the point is I won't. I will definitely not become a whale. I will try and limit myself to how many I buy, but I'm going to buy it openly on the open market. I'm not going to hold any coins, freebies or anything. There's not going to be any. Also, the team that's building it, they also don't want any freebies either. So that's the thing. It's like like-minded people. Everyone is thinking about the community, thinking about the project, thinking about the future, thinking about the innovation. You know, let it innovate itself. And that's the key. And of course, all of the codes and everything will be open source on GitHub, so other people can actually also see as well. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But thank you very much for everybody for coming to the show. Like, share, subscribe, right? Share it in your groups, your Discord, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, whatever. Share it. Let's grow this community and let's do something together. Do you know what I mean? That's the key here. Because I can give you calls all day long and say, guys, this coin's going to make you that much. That coin's going to make you that much. How often do you get the opportunity to be a part of a project? I don't think many. Here, I'm giving everybody an opportunity to be a part of a community, to be a part of this protocol. Starting it up. You guys are starting it up. Much love to you too, my brother. Thank you very much. So other than that, guys, gotta go. I'm gonna shoot. Got a few bits and bobs, as I said, I need to do. But hodl. All right, market's doing its thing. Absolutely fine. Tomorrow's going to be an awesome day, in my opinion. As I said, no financial advice, but I think tomorrow's going to be a lovely day. So that's what I'm hoping for. And while we're doing new highs, guys. Be excited. All-time highs on multiple coins, one after the other. Come on, the market's doing its yo-yo. Adios, my amigos. Thank you very much for coming to the show.